Hey student, I'm teacher Prix and I'm going to help you talk to anyone, anywhere, anytime in English. Well, it's another live lesson. Thanks Instagram for joining. Yay, this is so exciting. Thank you so much for joining, for watching this lesson. Today I don't have slides as usual. I want to have a more casual conversation with you guys to talk about your English speaking. I have some ideas in mind that I'm gonna share with you guys tonight, but I really wanted to have this chat today, something more casual. Umberto, your first time here, that is awesome. Thank you so much for participating and for posting in English. That's our language here, BSA, hello Moneda, that is awesome. Someone, Jose from Spain, that is great. So tell me, are you a newbie? Are you a regular? Or are you my BSA? I saw some BSA students have joined. BSA are my students in my online program, the Real English Academy. Let me explain. We have a nickname so that I can understand who you are, okay? So if you are a newbie, it means it's your first time here, like Umberto, his first time. First time watching me? Mwah, that is awesome. A regular is different. A regular is someone that is always around, like, I don't know how to say your name, but a regular. Wolfita BSA, that is awesome. So a regular is someone that is always watching my lessons. Maybe you are... Sometimes you don't catch all my lives, but you are frequently here watching the lessons or the replay, so you find a way to be around. And my BSA are my students who joined the Academy, my online program. We work together, we practice together. Today I spent some time talking to some BSA because I love having a chat with them. So these are my BSA, my students. All right, so tell me who you are. If you're watching the replay, make sure to tell me as well who you are so that I know in the chat, in the comments, who you are. Now guys, tonight we're going to be talking a little bit about your English speaking and how it is possible to make your dream of speaking in English come true, become a reality in your life over the next 6 months. And why did I want to do something more casual tonight, Because I was thinking about my journey this week. I was talking to some friends, to some students, and it reminded me, these conversations reminded me of my journey to English fluency. And maybe you don't know me very well. Maybe you are a regular, but you don't really know my story. Maybe you are a beginner and you have no idea who this crazy teacher is. But when I started my journey, I thought that English was not for me. I had a very bad experience with English. And for some time, I believed that, well, English is really cool, it is really awesome, but I don't think I can learn. Because I was suffering, I was struggling, I was trying really hard, studying grammar, studying vocabulary, but for some reason, it was not happening. And after almost a year, 10 months to be exact, almost a year trying, studying, doing exercises. At the time, I'm not so old, but at the time, I didn't have internet at home, no internet access. So I really studied in a very old-fashioned way. And at the time, after trying for 10 months and not being able to communicate, not being able to achieve my dream, because it was a dream for me to speak English, and it didn't happen. So I quit. I stopped. I stopped for almost 2 years, maybe more, maybe 3 years. I didn't touch my books again. I stopped. I quit the school. I went to a traditional school. I had an English teacher, but nothing was happening for me. I didn't achieve my dream, and for a moment I thought that, hey, English is not for me. Okay, so here what I invite you to think is English is for you. Okay, I think one of the most important message I have for you today, no matter who you are, no matter what your level is, no matter where you're from, is English is for you. If you dream about speaking English, understanding English, traveling, communicating, it can happen, okay? And it will happen. You have to believe in yourself. Don't let temporary defeat, don't let temporary problems and setbacks stop you from achieving your dream. Because if you are dreaming about this, it means it is special to you. So don't let external circumstances stop you from chasing your dream, from going after what you want to do, from trying again, trying a second time, trying a third time, trying for the 100th time. But don't let that stop you, okay? And for the past 2 years and a half, for the past 3 years more or less, I've been doing different things in my life that I never thought I would be doing. And many times I thought about giving up. Like, oh no, this is not for me. This is too difficult. And I know that sometimes you may feel this way, that, oh my God, English speaking is just too hard. I don't have a speaking friend. I don't have a speaking partner. I didn't have a speaking partner when I achieved English speaking in 6 months. To be quite honest, I didn't have someone to practice English speaking with me. I didn't have speaking lessons. So you see, when you have a dream, don't give up because you don't have something or because something is not exactly the way you would like that thing to be. Be persistent. Achieving your dream can become a reality. Oh, but Priscilla, what if it doesn't happen in 6 months? It will happen. And here is an important thing. To understand if it's possible to achieve your dream in 6 months, it is also relevant to understand what fluency is, what speaking is. One thing that I always tell my BSA inside the academy, it's almost like a mantra, What is a mantra? It's something we say all the time. We repeat and repeat and repeat. Fluency is communication, not perfection. And I invite you to type this here in the chat. Fluency is communication. I am going to type it myself. Fluency is communication, not perfection. Because if I don't understand the concept of English fluency, if I don't understand what speaking really is, I never get there. And no matter how much I learn, no matter how much I improve, it is always far from me. And this is something that I realized in my journey. When we think too much, oh, I cannot make this mistake, I cannot do that, then I will be amazing. Our dream gets too far. I think that when you achieve your dream, it's like a small victory every day. There was a particular BSA in my academy that I've been monitoring this student. I'm not going to mention her name, but it's one of my BSA. I pay attention to you, BSA. I'm always watching my BSA inside the academy. And I remember when she first started and we were having a conversation class in group, and I noticed that she was having trouble. She was struggling. And now, looking at her progress inside the academy, she's speaking more, she's not so shy anymore, and she's slowly, gradually making her dream become true, okay? And it's important to celebrate these small victories. Sometimes students, they come to me and they say, oh, but I don't improve. And I'm like, well, but you're talking in English to me, so you are improving. You just don't pay attention to the improvements you make. And here, guys, one thing that happens after you finish your basic studies and you're going into a different level to a false beginner, pre-intermediate speaker, intermediate speaker, upper intermediate speaker, the changes from false beginner to pre-intermediate, you will see a lot of changes, okay? But from pre-intermediate to intermediate, upper intermediate speaker, even advanced speaker, the changes are subtle. It's more difficult to notice the changes. You are in a phase to consolidate the grammar you studied, the vocabulary you studied. It's time to change these strategies. Maybe what worked for you at the very beginning of your journey, because if you are here, I love all my students. I love all English learners from all over the world. But to be here, you need to understand me. At least 50%, okay? My channel is not for complete beginners, okay? It is for false beginners going on the journey. So what worked for you at the very beginning of your journey will not necessarily keep working now. You will need to change these strategies. You will need to implement different practices. And one thing that I notice a lot in beginners who are now transitioning to the next level is they worked heavily on grammar and vocabulary, but these things, they were not connected. They learned a lot of words, but now they have no idea how to put those words together. And this is when they get a little lost. They're like, oh, I can understand the explanations. I understand this lesson, but how do I use that lesson? And that's probably where you are on your journey right now, okay? If you're watching my lessons, if you are following my ideas, you are probably in this part of the journey, okay? And it's important to change that, to change important aspects of your practice, okay? So here, as I said, a false beginner, or when you were a beginner, you probably relied too much on grammar and vocabulary. So now we need to begin to change the combinations in your practice, okay? Sometimes students think that they will only fix their speaking in the future. We transfer the responsibility to the future. I was watching this video from a friend, okay? She is a friend of mine. She is a financial coach. She talks to people about finance and how to organize, how to take care of your money. And she made this very funny video. No Portuguese, please. And she made this very funny video where she was talking about the future version of ourselves, okay? So my future version, oh no, I will take care of my money in the future. And the future never comes. Oh, I will buy a new dress. And in the future, I can worry about this. Always in the future, always in the future. And what are you doing now? And sometimes, especially for English learners who study alone, they think about their speaking in the future. Oh no, when I have a teacher, then I will improve my speaking. Oh no, when I have a speaking partner, then I will improve my speaking. And time is passing. Time is flying by. And you never do anything in your present to make your future different, to make your dream become true in the future. For your dream to become true in the future, you have to take action in the present. But the catch is, you don't need to take complicated actions. It's the consistent action taking that will lead you to your speaking goal, to your listening comprehension goal. And unfortunately, students, they feel motivated, they start, okay, I'm going to follow Teacher Prix's recommendations, because I have many speaking videos here on my channel. I have many videos where I talk about speaking, where I give ideas to help you practice your speaking, because speaking is a skill. If it's a skill, you need to work on that skill just as you work on reading, just as you work on listening, just as you work on writing, on grammar. So you need to dedicate time. But because students in many cases are alone, they feel like, no, in the future, I'm going to do that, okay? Now I don't have anyone, I don't know how to do it. And then they leave this responsibility of their dream to the future version of themselves. No, my future me will think about this, you know? No, my future me will have a teacher. Then I will speak. And the time is passing, and you are not making your dream come true. So think about, today is July 23rd. In 6 months, July, oh my God, July, August, September, October, November, December, January. January. What is your present self doing today to make your future self from January 2022 make their dream come true? So what are you doing to make your dream come true? So that your version, your new future version of January 2022 can be like, yeah, I got this, yo. You need to take actions today. And this is a challenge. That's why I come here on my channel. Every week I'm here giving you lessons, or on Instagram with shorter videos. You can come to Instagram and follow me on Instagram as well if you are here on YouTube, to give you ideas, sometimes to give you motivation, because, you know, I'm a teacher. I know that sometimes we lose motivation, we feel a little down, we feel a little sad, we're like, oh, today I don't know what to do. Today I feel a little tired, I'm feeling a little lost. So how about checking Teacher Prix for some inspiration? Because we need that. We're humans, we're human beings, and it is part of the journey. Okay, and that's why whenever I make special events and special weeks of events, I always call journey, because I'm trying to remind you that on your journey to achieving your dream of speaking in English, understanding people in English, will be a journey full of ups and downs, happy moments, bad moments, moments when you feel awesome, moments when you feel terrible. But it's important to remember that. Always thinking in the present. What am I doing today? You know, I was talking to some BSA today, because in my academy, I like to have these moments when as much as possible, when I talk to my BSA, when I talk to my baby sardines. I call them baby sardines because sardines stay together. They protect each other, and that's what I like to do with my BSA. I protect my babies. I'm not a mother. I don't have babies. But I have my BSA, and they are my babies in my academy. So, you know, as I was saying, I was talking to a student, and we were talking about books and movies. And I said, oh, are you watching movies in English? Is this something you want to do? And she said, yes, it's something I want to do. And you know me, I'm always talking about being careful with the amount of practice you have. But if you want to enjoy watching a movie, you occasionally have to watch some movies. Don't leave this to your future self. Oh, in my future version, I will be awesome understanding movies and TV series and everybody. But your present self is not doing anything. Your present version is not creating that future version of yours. That version that wants to be speaking and understanding. So you see, I'm always coming here and trying to give you different ways to understand this concept. So if you are here, you are watching this lesson, you are at a certain level, and you can get to the next level. I am a firm believer that in 6 months, you can have a real transformation in your English. And every day, guys, I read comments here on my channel. I get emails. I get feedback from my BSA, and they share incredible stories of how much progress they are making. But they are taking action in the present. They are not only trusting the future and something magical that is going to happen in the future, a miraculous method that is going to change their lives. You know, in my program, I don't promise a miraculous method. I do feel that you are going to be awesome in 6 months. Yes, absolutely. But only if your present version does the work. consistently and not hope for the future to be something that the present is not working for. Okay? Now, if you're enjoying this video, make sure to hit the like button. Now, guys, every day is an opportunity to practice. Every day you can create an opportunity to practice your English speaking. And if you are studying other languages, well, take notes. It's important. Another BSA. Thanks, Hobson, for joining. And it's important that you understand this. Okay, I don't have a speaking partner today. I study Italian. I don't have a speaking partner, okay? Thank you very much, people from Italy who offer to be my speaking partners. But I'm not saying this just to have people talking to me. That's not the goal, okay? But I'm just sharing with you what happens to me, okay? And it doesn't happen only to me, to myself. It happens to many English learners from all over the world. But because I am a teacher, I work on my method. I use it on myself. I am familiar with the challenges you go through. I am familiar with the pain you feel because it's painful. It hurts when we don't achieve our goals. As I told you, I've been for the past 2 years and a half, I'm doing a lot of different activities in my life. And sometimes it's very painful to do those activities. Sometimes I feel like, oh my God, I'm not smart. I can't do it, you know? But I keep going because I remember my future self. Who is the future self I want to be? And then I keep going. I get the motivation to keep going. So as an English student, because I still study English, as an Italian student, I always remember that every day is an opportunity to practice. Despite the fact I don't have a speaking partner, because I don't. Okay, I could have one. Maybe I could find a teacher, you know, but I'm not looking for that anymore. At this moment, I'm not looking for that, you know. Of course, that my goal with Italian is a little different. I don't know, because after this pandemic, I wanted to go to Italy. My goal was to be in Italy this year, you know, in Firenze, having a nice gelato, but no, I'm here. So I don't know what is going to happen to me in the future, but I keep studying. And I always encourage myself because it is self-motivation. You know, you need to motivate yourself weekly. Every week you are for the baby sardines, my baby sardines in my academy. I'm there helping them, talking to them, giving them feedback, telling them, no, you can do this. Let's go. Keep working. Do you have a question? Let's work on your English. But if you don't have that, you have to do that alone. And it's painful. It is hard. But you need to create the habit of practicing. And this is perhaps a very specific problem that English learners have after they finish their basic study, because they focused too heavily on grammar and random, what is random? Not connected, random vocabulary. And now they don't know how to take the next step. And for pre-intermediate speakers and intermediate speakers, it's something very similar. They have a good grasp of grammar. They understand sentences. They understand teachers. Perhaps they understand some native speakers, but they don't know exactly what to do. In our last class, last week, on last Friday, last week, I showed you that you can understand native speakers. Make sure to catch this lesson. I proved to you that when you have the right strategy, you can understand native speakers. Of course, that you need to continue the work, okay? I gave you Jay-Z. I gave you Jim Carrey, and I gave you Cameron Diaz. Baby Sardine, BSA, okay? A baby sardine is a student in my online program. I like to call my students baby sardines because I like the allegory of the sardines in the ocean. Why do I use this allegory? Because a sardine alone does not survive in the ocean, okay? And I feel that many students who study alone face this challenge. They are in the ocean. They are alone. There are sharks. And they are not baby sharks. Baby shark, do-do-do-do. No, They're big sharks. So together, sardines survive. Together, sardines prosper, you know? And they are in my academy, my private ocean, where I guide them, where I show them the way, where I give them the directions, the strategies to improve their English, to make their dream of speaking come true, you know? But as I was saying, I forgot what I was saying. Okay. I don't know. I don't remember what I was saying. It's like completely out. Anyway, as I was talking about the speaking, because I really forgot what I was saying, you know? As you were, oh yes, pre-intermediate speakers. Pre-intermediate speakers, intermediate speakers, they have a good grasp of grammar. They understand concepts. They understand sentences. They understand teachers like me, no-native speakers, native speakers. I gave the example of last week's lesson as I proved to you that when you follow a strategy, it's possible to understand native speakers and improve. I know I gave a very short practice last week, but it was just to prove my point, to show you that if you follow the right strategy, you can understand people in English, anyone, anywhere, anytime. Okay? But it requires practice. If you only do this practice that I showed you last week only once, I'm sorry. Your future self will never come true because you only dedicated yourself once. Now, if we get our attention to English speaking, we have to think about it the same way, okay? So the idea is when we think about our speaking practice, it is important that you develop a habit, a routine, a speaking routine. What kind of subjects do you want to talk about? What kind of conversations do you want to have in English? That's something that students don't think so much about. You know, inside my program, I'm always telling the BSA to focus on conversation subjects. Oh, okay, one example. You know, today I was talking to a BSA. We were having a quick conversation and we talked about books. And then this student told me, no, I don't like books. I don't have time to read books. I focus on movies. She doesn't read books because she's busy. She doesn't read because she's busy, so she watches movies. What would I tell a student who is alone? Today, if you go on Google and you type conversation, books in English, questions. I'm just saying words here, okay? Questions about books in English, conversation about books in English. You will find hundreds, thousands of website recommendations with questions in English, okay? Questions. And then you see the first question, do you like reading in English? Then you grab your phone, push record, and then do you like reading books? Then you can imagine me in front of you, you know? Imagine that I am in front of you and I asked you this question, do you like reading in English? Then you grab your phone, hi, teacher Prix. I read a little. I'm very busy. I don't have time to read in English, but I don't like to read in English, teacher. I'm sorry. I'm honest, okay? I don't read in English. I read in my language. Imagine having a conversation. You can imagine having a conversation with me, okay? Or with someone you like, your friend. You don't have anyone. So you have to make the best situation possible. You have to make the best of what you have, okay? And then you will see the next question. When was the last time you read a book in English? I'm just thinking randomly, but you will find these questions. I can't show you here because I don't, with the platform I'm using, it's not possible for me to share my screen, but the next question could be, when was the last time you read a book in English? Okay, Prix, the last time I read a book in English was in college. And then you tell me the story. Imagine telling me the story. Teacher, at university, I read books every day. Now I don't read books. I don't have time. Fine, it's okay. Then you will see another question because you will find, I'm not joking, take the time. Again, last week, I showed you a listening practice. Today, I'm showing you a speaking practice you can have every day, okay? So another question. Let's see. Do you prefer books or movies? Teacher, I prefer books. I prefer books. Oh, I prefer movies because like I was just talking about I don't have time. I don't have time. Okay, so I prefer movies because they are more exciting. I finished those books in 2 hours, so that's good for me. That's more than enough for me. And I like to watch the movies because I really like the special effects. I enjoy being able to see the characters. And there you have it. Oh, but teacher, my voice is terrible. Oh my God, teacher, I made a mistake and I don't have anyone to correct me. Guys, first things first. The focus here is let's establish a speaking practice. It's exercise. Is it perfect? No. Is it the best way? No. But you are doing the best you can. And believe me, when you understand that you are doing the best you can, you are working with the best tools you have, you will improve. But don't do this only once. Today you get excited, you try to follow my idea, you find a website, you see some questions, then you practice once, you listen to yourself and you're like, ooh, I'm awful. My God, that's how I speak in English? And then you stop and then you don't try again. Is your future self, the speaker, the English speaker, going to come true? Probably not. Okay? Now, in 6 months, are you going to be fluent, awesome, perfect? Maybe not. I mean, I don't think so. Okay? But are you going to be speaking in English? Probably yes. If you follow the strategies consistently. If you follow the plan. Because if you follow only once, I tell you here, okay, do it. And then you do it once. You were excited. And you're like, yeah, good. That is great. But then after some time, you don't do it anymore. You do it once, you do it twice, and then you stop. So you see, speaking will be a result of consistent work, consistent effort, and otherwise, it's not going to work out. Oh, here we have a BSA, Alessandra. I don't know how to say your last name. My God. And she says, I have a speaking practice every night before going to bed. It is useful talking about your daily routine. That is awesome, Alessandra. That's the way. She's a BSA. She's following the strategies. She's following the recommendations because she understands that this helps. It works. It helps you exercise your brain, exercise the lessons you study. Because if we just stay, oh, I'm just going to study and read more books and do more exercises and do more lessons. And then you never speak. You never try to explain. So, for example, here there is an article, okay? It's about job interviews. So I can read the article and then I can talk about it. Okay, in this article I learned, I'm not reading anymore, okay? But I remember that the article talks about 3 questions that interviewers ask in job interviews. The first question is blah, blah. The second question is blah, blah. The third question is blah, blah. Is this the best practice? No, but it's a good one. It is a good one to help you stay consistent, to help you practice what you read, to help you practice what you listen to help you practice the grammar you study, to help you get out of the passive work and put you into the active work. So you need to make some changes in your practice if you are a false beginner who wants to speak, if you are a pre-intermediate speaker who wants to feel more confident, who wants to remember words more easily. Because one thing that I see a lot in my BSA inside the academy is where I ask them a question and then they don't know a specific word. But what changes is, how can I explain that word? Because see, in the world of a real speaker, a real English speaker, you don't focus on, oh, I need a specific word. No, you explain. You communicate your idea, even though you don't remember an exact word. And in the beginning, it may be hard. You may be like, I want that word. But as time goes by, you will work around faster because you want to talk. You're like, I don't have time for the drama. I'm going to go and I'm going to find a way to explain. And this will happen if you put in the work, if you put in the practice time. So I don't know what your routine is like nowadays. I don't know what kind of practice you have nowadays, okay? But one thing I recommend is you study writing, talk. You study reading, talk. You study listening, talk. You study grammar, talk. Find a way to talk about the lesson you study, even if it is for 30 seconds, even if it is for 20 seconds, even if it is for 10 seconds, even if it's one sentence every day. Okay? Do you see how simple I am making your speaking practice? Even if it is one phrase that you were able to talk that you were able to speak, not read. You're not reading. Oh, this article is about job interviews. Congratulations. You are taking action. You are taking your English speaking seriously. You are taking the necessary step to make your dream of speaking, understanding become true. That's what I'm talking about. And as time goes by, opportunities will present themselves. Maybe you will get to know people and you will speak. That's the perfect scenario. That is awesome. In the academy, I always tell the sardines, the students, find friends in the academy. We have the Facebook group. We have our community. Make friends there, talk to each other. And I know some of them have already made friends and they are talking because this is the next step. But if they don't build the confidence, if they don't have a speaking practice alone, they never have the courage to talk to other people. Because they never practice. They got out of the basic. They are false beginners, but because they never included speaking practice in their routine, they never feel ready to talk to people because they feel like they can't do it. They only study the books. They only did exercises, So how can I go and talk to someone? By practicing your English speaking, even alone, because it is a skill and skills need to be practiced. Skills need to be reviewed, okay? I know that you want to talk to people, have conversations, I know that you want to make friends, but there is a step before that you need to make today. Because if you wait for the perfect scenario to happen, you are putting the responsibility in the future. And the responsibility starts today if you want to make your dream come true. For your speaking version to come true, you need to take action today. Otherwise, that is never going to become a reality in your life. And if your situation today is not perfect, which I believe it may not be, it's okay. What can I do given the circumstances? What can I do with what I've got? I got teacher Prix. Yes! You've got me. You've got a friend in me. You've got a friend in me. Yeah. You've got a friend in me. I've got lessons here. I'm giving you tips. Last week we focused on listening. Today we're focusing on speaking. Maybe next week I'll focus on vocabulary. I'm always coming here and giving you strategies. A few times a year, I open the registration for my program where I can give you more attention, work with you closely, but I'm always here. I'm always around. So don't wait for the perfect scenario. Start today with simple practices. As I said, one sentence a day will keep your speaking coming, It doesn't rhyme. I know it doesn't rhyme, but if you focus on this, let me speak for 2 minutes today, for 1 minute. Only 1 minute, that's okay. No pressure, okay? No pressure. And no judging. Ooh, what is judging? Ooh, I'm terrible. I'm listening to my voice. Ooh, my God, that's terrible. No, you are a winner. You are taking your English seriously, So just because you recorded it yourself, your voice is not perfect. Okay, your voice is cracking. Oh my God. Okay, no problems. But you practiced. You know, you tried, you gave it your best. And every day you do this, your future version, the one that achieved their dream of speaking, gets closer to becoming real. Because that's how dreams come true. Dreams come true because of the actions you take, not because of miracles, not because of special talents, not because of extra things. No. You know, my dream came true because every day I did a little bit of work. And in 6 months I was speaking and understanding. Was I perfect? No, I wasn't. Am I perfect today? No, I'm not. Do I still need to work on my English? Absolutely. I do. But I'm working on myself every day to become a better teacher, to become a better English speaker. And each day, my dream gets stronger. A little piece of my dream becomes real. Maybe not in English. I feel like I achieved my dream in English. I feel great about it. But I have other dreams. You know, my Italian dream, my Firenze, Florence dream. That doesn't depend so much on me, But every day I work a little bit to make my dreams come true because I can't wait for the future. I only have the present. And if in my present, I only have the opportunity of following these recommendations that I give you, recording myself, practicing, answering questions, that's all I'm gonna do today. That's good. That's okay. And I will keep taking my English to the next level. Okay, so this is something that I wanted to share with you guys today. I hope you enjoy. If I can ask you guys one favor, it would be to share this lesson with your friends. Hit the like button, And other than that, I will see you next time. Thank you so much. Let me say goodbye. Bye-bye, Instagram. See you next time. And bye-bye, YouTube. Thank you so much. And I will see you next week. Okay? Bye.